So I did this quiz at Glasgow and I was a bit disappointed, to be honest, with how people struggled to do this. I'll probably try and do some more quizzes which might be about more actual cubing related topics, but of course I'm always going to make them difficult. I'm not going to make you an easy quiz. So yeah, there are 10 questions which are about measuring objects in cubes. The specific cube used for these measurements is a Hayton Waverider V1 standard, also known as a dolphin cube. Yeah, you don't really need to worry about the closest because you're not really competing against anyone in this video, or maybe you are. First question, what is the length of an actual dolphin in cubes? Note, I just found out like an average length on some website. So I don't know how accurate it is, but obviously, simple mental maths, come on. Okay, question 2. The height of Mount Everest. So I presume everybody knows that Mount Everest is the highest mountain above sea level. It's not actually the tallest mountain in the world if you include Mauna Loa, which is over 9,000 meters tall. 3. The distance from Land's End to John O'Groats. So, I don't know how many of my viewers are in the UK, but Land's End is the furthest south, well, furthest west point in Cornwall, and John O'Groats is the furthest north point on mainland Scotland. It's a long way to go. And number 4, the Great Pyramid of Giza. So it's believed to be slightly shorter than it was when it was first built, but yeah, the current height, please, in cubes. I mean, yeah, pretty impressive for such an old thing. Okay, 5, Southampton to Northampton. The reason I put this in was because the quiz was originally meant to take place in Hampshire, so near Southampton, at that cubing competition, Hampshire Spring. However, they didn't have a projector screen or anything, so unfortunately it had to happen in Glasgow. 6, the Shard. So the Shard is the tallest building in the UK, right by London Bridge Station in central London, and yeah, unfortunately I've never been up it. Maybe somebody watching has. Number 7, a banana. I do actually mean that banana. And just for this one, please increase your precision to 0.01 cubes, because this is a lot easier, a lot smaller. Okay, number 8. Now we get onto the really big numbers. The circumference of the Earth. So yeah, just around the equator. That's it really. I mean, if you knew the radius of the Earth, you can calculate it with pi. Pi day was yesterday. Number 9, the average distance to the Moon. It's a long way. It's a lot further than some of these cartoons seem to suggest. So yeah, how many cubes would it take to get to the Moon? And final question, my height. This was the picture I found for the presentation, which doesn't include my head, but includes that giant cube at the bottom. But yeah, how tall am I in cubes? This question, it's useful. Not really. Okay, so the answers. Pause the video just before we get on to the answers. Number 1, an actual dolphin. The answer is 46 cubes. Number 2, the height of Mount Everest. Now I was quite surprised when Fabio Schwant got this really quickly, almost exactly, but the answer is 158,015. Number 3, the distance from Land's End to John O'Groats. Yeah, it's a lot of cubes. 23,306,750. That's a lot of cubes. 4, the Great Pyramid of Giza. Only 2,473. It's not really that many. is it? A bit disappointing, really. It's not much taller. Southampton to Northampton in a straight line. 2,708,214. A long way, but not as far as Land's End to John Groves. Number 6, The Shard. 5,529. It's a bit more impressive than the pyramid. Boring old pyramid. Number 7, a banana. And of course I did mean that banana, because otherwise bananas vary. 2.72 cubes. Deal with it. Number 8, the circumference of the Earth. Yeah. Nobody got even remotely close to these. It was so disappointing. 715,625,000. Do your maths. And number 9, finally, the average distance to the moon. Oh, this is just ridiculous. And I had to say, if anybody's not like in between 1 billion and 10 billion, then you're not getting any points. 6,864,285,714. Yeah, that's a lot of cubes. And my height, well, you'll have to just guess and find out. When I did this at Glasgow, I had a load of kids trying to run up to me and then stack cubes or something. They all still got ridiculously far off. So yeah, comment down below how close you got to any of them. Hopefully somebody's actually decent at mental maths watching my videos. Or you could cheat, but who'd want to cheat?